So last time Anna and I sat down, we realised that we had the same video coming up because we just have the same brain. But to make things better for you guys, I've made sure that in my video there's going to be completely different products than Anna spoke about in hers. Some of you tweeted me asking for a review of the YSL foundation, so if you do want to see that, I'll link Anna's video down below because she reviewed that foundation and we pretty much have the same thoughts on it. For this video I'm going to be doing 5 reviews of 5 new beauty launches, and at this time of year there's so much exciting stuff coming out and I thought it would be helpful for you guys if I gave you sort of the rundown on my thoughts on them. Let's start with the new foundation, and this is from Bare Minerals. It's their first liquid foundation and it's called Bare Skin. Look at this fancy box. It has the foundation and a brush. This is out now and it's £26. It also comes in 20 shades with quite a good range from dark to light. It's meant to be a mineral foundation and serum mixed. It's got non-chemical SPF in it and it's meant to be hypoallergenic. Instead of having a water base, this is actually a coconut base and it's also got vitamin C in it, so they're quite hot on their ingredients. Let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this, and it says you have to shake it up first. And when they say shake it up, they really mean it. It's not like the Vitalumia Aqua from Chanel. You really have to like properly shake it really vigorously, otherwise it's just kind of a really weird watery oily formula. They've also created a new brush to go with this foundation and it looks like this, and it has a little hole in the middle. It's very strange. So let me tell you what I thought of the foundation. I personally don't love it. It's a very strange kind of texture. I found it to be a little too oily and greasy for my skin. I'm wearing it today and as you can see, I haven't powdered and it is quite kind of glowy, which is nice because I've got quite dry skin, but for anyone who doesn't have dry or dehydrated skin, I think this is going to be far too greasy, oily and shiny. I didn't like the brush at all. I feel like the foundation just disappeared into the bristles and I couldn't actually get much on my skin, and when I used my hands instead, I felt like I could get a much better idea of the coverage I wanted. They say use a few drops in this, but really that kind of gives you no coverage at all. It's quite a nice size, the brush, but I just found it didn't work at all. It definitely wasn't as good as my Real Techniques buffing brush. When I used my hands, I preferred the foundation, but I still had that kind of greasy, oily, slippy feeling, and it doesn't feel that nice on the skin. I'd say it gives a light to medium coverage. You can build it up, but again that adds to the kind of greasiness. So for me this is not really a winner. I won't be using this, but it might work for some people with dry skin, or maybe if you're just really into mineral foundation and good ingredients. The next new launch is from Real Techniques. Real Techniques is a brush brand that was started by Pixie, Sam and Nick, and they have a limited edition set coming out in October. This set includes 5 brushes, 3 of which are exclusive and new for this set. They all have silver handles, which I think is really nice compared to the kind of bright pinks that they normally do. In this set is the Duo Fiber Face Brush, which I already have, the Cheek Brush, which is new for this set, the Angled Eyeshadow Brush, which is also new, the Base Shadow Brush, which I don't have yet, and the Eyeliner Brush, which is also new. I think this is such a good set because the 3 exclusive brushes look amazing, and I've already used them. I've just put them back in the box to show you guys. The powder brush is really nice for like the Hourglass powder, or if you want to powder your skin but you don't want to put too much on. It's really nice light application. This blusher brush is so nice. Let me get it out to show you. It's nice and fluffy at the top, but as you can see from the side it's kind of squished, which makes it really good for contouring. So I think you could use this for a light bronzer if you wanted to contour. It makes it really easy to place your blush in the right place. You can either kind of dab it on with this side or do it more angled like that, and it's just, they're so soft. Their brushes are all kind of cruelty free and hand cut, and they wash really well. I just think they're really good quality brushes. I reckon that set will sell out pretty quickly, so I would run and get it when it comes out on the 1st of October. It should be available in Boots. I don't have the price on me right now, but I will find out and put it all in the info bar below. Okay, next product. This is the Clinique Sonic system, and this is basically their version of the Clarisonic. If you don't know what the Clarisonic is, it's like an electric toothbrush for your face. It's meant to be like a cleansing system, and it's a brush that vibrates and you clean your face with it. You might already know, but I was never a fan of the Clarisonic. I found it way too harsh for my skin. I didn't really get the hype, never ever got into it. I thought I'd give this one a go though, just to see how it compares. It comes like this with the charger and the brush here. One thing I noticed immediately is the brush doesn't stand up. It hasn't got a flat surface, so you kind of have to put it like that, or I don't know, mine ended up rolling around in my muslin cloth basket. I found that a little bit annoying and quite hard to store. You take the cover off like this and the brush is there. You press the button, can you hear? It vibrates. This is waterproof, so you can use it in the shower, which I think is really cool. But I tried it out and I felt the same as I did with the Clarisonic. I can't remember if the Clarisonic head spins or just vibrates, but this one just vibrates, and I used it on my skin and it kind of like, it hurts. I feel like if you're going to use it to cleanse your skin and put like a balmy cleanser on it, then you really have to go like this to get your makeup off, and I found it really agitated my skin. The whole idea is it's meant to give you a really deep cleanse, which is good if you're living somewhere like London where there's a lot of kind of pollution and congestion in your skin. But I just found I was doing too much, and I much prefer using my hands and then a muslin cloth for a light exfoliation. This just felt bizarre and it didn't feel good on my skin, and because it just vibrates and doesn't spin, I just don't really see the point and what this is doing compared to my hands or a muslin cloth. This is out now and it's £79, which is cheaper than the Clarisonic. I think the cheapest Clarisonic is £99 and they go all the way up to £179. And if you do like this sort of cleanse, then I think this is quite a cute little contraption, but it's just not really for me. I prefer the old-fashioned way. Okay, let's talk about Stila, a brand I really love, and I think at the moment they're celebrating 20 years of Stila, which is really cool. First of all, let's talk about this palette, which is exclusive to M&S, and this is called the Natural. I think there are 3 variations of this, and in here, let me take it out, there are 6 eyeshadows, a highlight and a bronze. This palette is £19.50 and it's in their kind of standard like cardboard packaging. I thought I would love this one, and as soon as I saw it I was like, wow, neutral tones, 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, a nice highlight, a shimmery bronze, it looks perfect. But I found these shimmery eyeshadows to be far too shimmery. They just kind of looked weird. I wore them on the weekend and I just felt like it was way too over the top, far too shimmery for me, and just didn't really suit my eyes. I can't really explain. I do wear shimmer eyeshadows and I do like them, but these ones were just too reflective and metallic looking. It just looked a bit silly. And out of the matte shades, the only one that I can really wear is Innocent, which is the darker one. The Linen is slightly too light and Pure is just kind of like a cream. It doesn't really show up. The highlight and bronze are nice, but again, just too shimmery for me. So I was actually a bit disappointed with this palette. But if you do like shimmery shades, then it is a cute little palette with some nice colours in there. You can also use the shadows wet or dry, which is always a bonus. The next thing from Stila is this new palette, which is their Eyes Are the Window shadow palette, and this one is in Spirit. Now this is part of their new look. I think it's because they're celebrating 20 years that they've kind of had a bit of a makeover, and I really like it. This is what the palette looks like. It's rose gold and covered in my fingerprints. Sorry. I think it's much more sophisticated rather than their like cardboard look. It's really nice and luxurious. So you open that up and there's a little cover that says, "Where the spirit does not work, with the hand there is no art. Leonardo da Vinci." That's cute. So in here there are 12 shadows. I think all of them are shimmer, maybe apart from 2 mattes. A matte kind of highlight and a matte light brown, which is an essential in an eyeshadow palette, I think. These are very shimmery as well, but I do much prefer this palette to the other one. I'm wearing them today on my eyes and I think they're really good quality, easy to blend. I do like Stila eyeshadows. I think the variation of colours are nice. There are a lot of neutrals. There are some kind of pinky shades and a couple of purpley and blues as well, which will be nice for kind of the autumn winter months. This will be launching in September and October, so perfect timing for the sort of shades in here. And yeah, I think they're really good quality and it's a really nice little palette. Okay, on to my final product review, and let's talk about the wonderful world of Chanel. Now they have some new lip glosses launching on the 3rd of October, and they are really cool, so I wanted to show you guys. So the box it comes in just looks like this, kind of standard Chanel packaging, and then the lip gloss itself looks just like their Rouge Allure lipsticks, because these are the Rouge Allure lip glosses. So they look like this, just plain black packaging. It says Chanel. On the bottom it has the colour, and then on the top it has the little gold Chanel logo. You press that, it pops up, and then there's the lip gloss. So I think that's really cool. It's a shame you can't really see how much product you have left or what the colour is inside, but it looks amazing. The applicator itself is really nice. It's kind of flat on both sides, so you can apply it from either side, and it has a little pool of product and it applies the perfect amount onto your lips. I think these are really nice because they're kind of like liquid lipsticks. They don't apply like a normal lip gloss, kind of sheer and shiny. They have really good pigmentation. I'm wearing one today and I do prefer the lighter shades. There are some darker ones, but I don't really like wearing kind of dark purpley red lip glosses. I much prefer it for the lighter shades. So there's like a light peach, a light pink. There's actually a darker, brighter pink, which is really nice as well. I think the lighter shades are the best ones because I really like wearing light pink and peach lip glosses. They are £26, but I think because they have so much pigmentation and so much colour and they're really long wearing that they are more worth it. If you just want kind of a cheap lip gloss to put on top of your lipstick, then definitely get one from the drugstore. But if you want a glossy, pigmented finish on your lips, then these are really, really nice. nice. They're also just so luxury and amazing to have in your handbag. I can't get over this poppy thing, it's so satisfying. So these are launching on the 3rd of October and I would definitely recommend trying them. Save up your boots points, that's what I always do for Chanel products. And I'll be doing a proper review on my blog of these so you can see all the shade colours there. So those are my 5 product reviews. I hope you found this useful, whether you found out about some new products that are launching soon or you wanted a mini review of something that was on your wish list. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!